Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Oh,
But shoot, what do we have today?
we do have an infused Trap House Depot.
Trap House Depot.
Trap Depot.
Oh,
infused diamond tip orange soda. 46% THC.
Okay, so we're not going to be talking about
No, we're going to be mumbling about a lot of shit mostly.
All right. I love Joey Diaz. It's fine.
Oh, man. Speaking of Joey Diaz, he's on Joe Rogan often.
Yeah.
I listened to that last night. Yeah. Starting to see what everybody's talking about now. Yeah, it's getting a little pretentious at points.
Oh, yeah.
He just repeats a lot of the same shit.
Bro, like, for real. And it's I get it. You're talking 3 hours every day. It's like, you're going to end up talking about it.
Right. It seems like he always circles back to it, though. Like, he finds a way to make it to go back to that point.
Yes! That was the, what the hell was it called? That's the big meme recently. It's all like, oh, that's so amazing you're talking about, like, human rights and stuff, but have you ever tried DMT?
It fixes everything.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, it was like maybe 2 or 3 shows I was in. I was like, that I'd watched. I was like, Papa Joe, what's going on? What's going on? We talking about DMT time.
The people he has on is very interesting.
Yes.
That's what keeps me tuning in, is to see the wide variety of people he has on, despite political views. That's not for me.
No, 100%. Because, I mean, the only reason why I started watching the Rogan show was because of Paul Stamets, the mushroom guy.
Okay.
I was just trying to find out, like, what even is mushrooms. And then I was like, Joe Rogan, Paul Stamets. I was like, okay, let's listen to this guy. I was like, I like this Paul Stamets guy. I don't know so much about this Joe Rogan guy.
So, I grew up watching The Fear Factor, and I also watched him on news radio. So I was aware of the Rogan-ness. But what really hooked me in was probably another gateway drug of Kevin Smith. I watched the podcast that he did with Kevin Smith post heart attack, and it was just really interesting. And that's once he was talking to creatives, comedians and stuff like that. I really like the shop talk of it all.
100%.
Just the green room talk and about being creative, stuff like that.
Yeah, because, like, I think it was in junior year college, and little background.
You went to college?
I went to college, and I went to
Look at you, scholar on the fucking pod.
Yeah. So I'm an art student because of the amount of weed I smoke. But
and being from Cali, which we'll get to.
That had a big part too. Jerry.
Oh, I have flame.
What's it called? Yeah, man. I was just trying to get my work done, doing some backgrounds and stuff. I'm like, I'm tired of listening to music. I don't want to listen to jazz anymore. Can I listen to somebody talking about something?
Right. Other than that, what other podcasts do you dive into? Do you listen to on a regular basis?
On a regular basis, honestly, Joe Rogan's now like the bottom of the list because I just wait for him to have a stockpile of comedians on the show. Because
that's the point that I'm at with the program as well. Yeah.
Because after that, I'm like, can I listen more to Are You Garbage, H. Foley, and
not familiar with that one.
You should look up Are You Garbage. It's fun. It's the same setup. But like asking you, they're interviewing you questions, but they're specific. They're like, mayonnaise or Cool Whip growing up?
I don't draw the correlation. Both?
Yeah. Okay, so then that's kind of a throw up. They're like, has anybody in your family ever been on the public news?
Yes.
Okay.
It was me.
But it looks like you might be a good fit. Not saying I wouldn't, but you know, that one's fun. Because then you get some fun shit like that. Like, hold on. You grew up in
Now there's follow-up questions. Oh boy.
The follow-up questions, dude. Love the Bonfire, Crackle. Big J. Ogerson and Robert Kelly.
No.
You Be Trippin' with Ari Shaffir.
I know Ari Shaffir. I didn't know that was his podcast. I'm sure he had one, but like, I guess I haven't dove into too many mainstream comedian podcasts other than like, if you really want to look at it, it's the two polar opposite ends, you know, with the Joe Rogan and then Mark Maron. I mean, they're two totally different camps,
Right.
literally. And I find myself, those are the two that I go to the most. And then Kevin Smith has about 800 podcasts that he does, you know, that I dabble in as well. So,
Kippy, he goes by Kippy. Fuck, I'm too stoned. Is that 44%?
It's actually 46.
46. Okay.
Do we need a break?
Oh, no.
No.
I haven't smoked in a bit. I've been doing edibles. And so I'm ready in like an hour.
Okay.
Like, dude, here's all. Yeah. Dude, thankfully, my kid's old enough that he's actually telling me what he wants.
Oh.
He's like, I want to go to grandma's.
So you ain't got to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You take the edibles and then you're like, oh, now I got to figure this shit out. Ooh.
Not so much that I was doing edibles in front of him this time. No, he's like, I want to go to grandma's. I'm like, all right, let's see if she's available. And she was. So like, I got a bunch of free time. So a bunch of child-free home time. Like both wife and I got to do some stuff.
Nice.
So I changed the oil in my car. I'm like,
how do you spend your free time without your kids? I changed the oil in my car. That is probably the most adult thing I've heard someone say in weeks.
I'm also trying to save myself like $60 by spending $60. But you know, I did my oil, but like right before putting my car up, like I took 2 edibles. Because I knew, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this before they kick in. And so, like, I go in there, lift it up,
talk your shit.
Get my shit. Yeah. Put it away, put it down. Car's smooth. And then I come inside, I'm like, hey, I think I finished it. And then, like, I sit down, and, you know, you just feel the fucking stone hit. You're like, oh, it's hitting.
At least you got the project done.
House was clean.
What's the wife do?
She does some techie tech for some car company. Business.
That's fair enough.
But she's doing good.
Good.
Because I was doing some techie tech for some other car company. Ambiguous. Now I'm a cook.
Now you're a cook.
Cooked.
Oh. Where are we cooking? Ambiguous or?
Let's keep it ambiguous.
We'll keep it ambiguous.
But I'm making chicken and sandwiches.
Chicken and sandwiches.
They're liking me, but if you're doing any sports events in Detroit, you might see me.
Ooh.
Small thing.
Nice. I have a little bit of chefing in myself. Had a little catering business that I started. Coming out of the pandemic, started doing some porch deliveries and small catering gigs, a couple grad parties, and then that wasn't steady enough, so I moved into working in other people's kitchens, and that quickly became very demoralizing in the restaurant world. So I wish you the best. Cooking's great. Cooking and comedy, I mean, you can't go wrong.
That's what I'm
Making people laugh, you're making people full.
right. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, it looks like it's just a family thing too. And I was like, maybe I'm not. But turns out it's just but also, I'm just doing my job. Like, turns out people get jobs and don't do their jobs, which I don't understand. Sometimes tech work felt like that. I was done 3 hours ago. Yes, I'm on my computer now.
I have zero experience in the tech world. I could barely operate an Excel spreadsheet. So most of the work that I've done has been hands-on. You know, I mean, I drive a forklift these days. Not very well. I crashed it a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, that was not fun.
I mean,
pole 1, Jake 0.
I mean, at least it wasn't in. I mean,
no, I hit poles, not people.
Okay. As long as we're avoiding people and not dropping too much. That's my worry. Just doing some sort of small mess up. But it turns out, if I just take care of it, I'm not big a deal in the kitchen. Not big a deal.
Yeah, kitchen's pretty forgiving, ish.
Yeah. You still gotta get the stuff out,
right? Until you're knee deep in orders.
Yeah.
So, new Captain America.
Captain America.
Have you not seen?
I haven't watched the new Captain America. I've only watched Captain America Civil War.
Okay.
So I haven't watched the first, and I think it was.
So are you not a huge Marvel guy?
No, I'm not a huge Captain America. No, because I watched.
That is a fair point. That is a fair point.
Look. Hold on. Disclaimer. Just the MCU. Because, Rivals, shout out. Captain America is one of the playable characters. He's a tank. And he's kind of my favorite tank. So, like, overall, I'm kind of a Captain America fan. Well, like, I'm originally a Spider-Man fan. So, like, I was watching all the Spider-Man movies.
That tracks.
Did you watch the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
I did. I'm actually 98% caught up on the MCU in its entirety. I'm one of those guys. The content comes out and I consume. So let's eat.
I wish, because we ran out of on Disney. So we can't watch the Marvel without going a little yo ho ho. So the last Marvel. I think the last Marvel movie I watched was Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
And I'm in the camp where I really liked it. A lot of people do not like the same line approach. Parallel. I like the way.
Multiverse of Madness I really liked. I'll tell you where I got bit was Quantumania. Yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp and Quantumania. It was the big Kang movie.
No,
yeah, that one. That was like the kickoff. It was a February movie, which February movies tend not to be the most strong movies. January, February, you don't really put out a lot of stuff. competing with the Oscar movies. You want to keep that stuff scaled back. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, that one, just the story, there was so much hype to that movie, and I invested so much time in YouTube videos, like, you know, from New Rock Stars and some of those others out there, that, you know, I was so hyped up for it, and it was just the biggest letdown. Now, I didn't let that deter me. I kept going back to the well. You know, I'm still going to drink it. You know, it's Marvel. Love Marvel. DC shit the bed years ago, and I gave up. I'll check in for the Batmans.
Yes.
That's it. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
I mean, how was the last Batman? Who was the last Batman?
That would be Robert Pattinson. Yeah, that was his transformation from a vampire to a bat. So, be interesting to see what night creature his next role will be. It was good. It was a darker tone. I enjoyed it. Led to The Penguin, which was on Max. That was a sweet show. Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Basically, it was The Sopranos meets Batman. And Batman's not even in the entire... Zeke, are you trying to make an appearance?
We have Jake Stool. He was a yapper, but now he's friendly.
He's quieted down. But yeah, the Batman series is really good, even without Batman.
It's no Batman? Okay.
No Batman, and so good.
Okay.
If you have the service or a hearty ship, I'd set a sail and check it out.
Okay. I have to put this on my list, put this on my notes, write this down in the post.
Yes. Yeah, I'm about to catch up on a lot of streaming services shows, you know, now that Sports Ball is over.
Sport Ball.
Now that that's over, you know, the YouTube TV, live TV goes away, relegated to the streaming services. You know, summer's coming, be outside.
Oh, yeah.
Or sitting inside in the air conditioning because I don't do the heat. So, you know.
Look, I have to go outside. I got the dog, and I got kids. Like, I gotta be outside. Dude, and so, you been to Chicago?
I've been through Chicago. More so the north side.
I was in the Loop, it's like central Chicago.
Okay.
And like it's pretty walkable. It's pretty nice. Like we had some hotel in the center, and we just like went to Millennium Park, which has the beans. And then you can just fucking walk along the coast, like, and the freeway. Yeah. And then
Is that
into
Lakeshore Drive? Is that what it's called?
maybe.
There's a song about it.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I'm coming in.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 shout out. That's a deep cut.
I watched 2, but I haven't watched 3.
Funny thing, I never watched 2. I got the soundtrack because it's a banger. James Gunn had some banger soundtracks for those movies, but back to Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah. It's a fun walk. And no. I had my friend doubt my freaking endurance. I'm like, look, dude, I walk my dog and my kid basically. So like, I think I can walk this. Dude, we walked for 9 miles, dude. Like, it was through Chicago, through the park, along the coast, and then, like, you cut into the river, so you get to see, like, all the big buildings.
Is it huge?
No. The Vegas one, just talking objectively. The Vegas one, I think, was bigger, but this one, nicer. Like,
I've never been to a Trump property.
I haven't been to. just walk by. But yeah, that was like the highlight. Like, oh shit, there it is. There it is. But then there's like several parks and cafes, and you can just like watch river taxis. They got river taxis out there.
What?
It's crazy. And you can just go wherever you want on the fucking river. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Recommend. There's some pretty nice spots out there. And it turns out, talking with one of our homies out here, you know Will Stanner?
I don't.
Okay, but he's from Chicago.
Okay.
And he's told me you can just take the train and just go everywhere within like half an hour. So like you can hit like the northernmost part of the spots, like comedy wise, and then just come back down south. Hit like maybe 4 spots just going back down on the train. So I was hoping
Is this the planting of little seeds for a road trip of some sort?
maybe. Not saying.
Gather a carload. The more the merrier.
No, yeah, because I know I hear several other comics talk about doing Chicago, but being a little walkie man, I suggest if you're ever in Chicago, dude, just take a walk and take the train.
I would have to train for this because I'm not much of a walker.
You don't walk.
I'm a forklift driver. I roll around everywhere, dude.
Okay. Then I suggest
I
you
should probably exercise more, but
Yo.
you know, it is what it is.
I'm only doing it because of my eternal youth. Naruto. Because no, dude, bro, have you ever?
I'm a grandpa, man.
You're a grandpa. I
A lot
know.
of people forget this, and I say it on stage, and they're like, "What? Yeah."
You know,
43. I'm a grandpa, dude. I set this stuff up by accident, and it just worked out. Like I'm still young enough to be like doing shit,
dude. But I feel, and I believe your age, dude. Like you just start feeling creaks, man. Like little aches.
more and more. And more.
So
and it'll hit you out of nowhere too. It's just like
weird. Like have you
go to
ever?
bed and wake up the next day. It's a new sound effect.
Now have you ever woken yourself up because you dislocated or slipped something in your sleep?
No, but you've now unlocked a new fear.
Yo. Okay. Little extra lore. I used to work at a pyramid scheme. MLM.
Haven't we all?
I mean, I did do Princess House a bit. But,
Kirby vacuums.
dude, at least the vacuums are good. Honestly, objectively good. Pero. Also, did some, you ever use those heat massagers that you like snap a little coin and it just gets warm?
No.
Okay, so we had little my microphone.
Beep.
We're having technical
difficulties. Please stand by.
We're good. And like
Slipped right out of there. There you go. Are we hot?
we're hot.
We're hot.
And my beanie's tilting. It's because I'm getting tilted. Talk about, dude, this MLM. I've talked about it before. My wife wanted to talk about it so hard. Did the same thing, man. Fucking blazed this blaze. But dude, the funny shit was, turns out like a percentage of other comedians in Seattle also worked for the same guys I worked with. So one day I was just at the
This is
mics.
more than a pyramid scheme, I think.
Yes.
This is like some sort of like organized crime syndicate of some sort.
I mean, it's supposed to be legit. Okay. But it was the smart circle. It was smart circle. So it went by different names locally, but it was all
Yeah,
smart circle
this is
stuff.
starting to check a lot more boxes.
Oh damn it! Damn. Yeah.
You're like, as I talk this out, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. I thought I might be able to make money. They're like, this sounds doable.
So
But
how
then-
much did it cost you in the end then?
About like $1,000.
There's the twist.
Yeah.
Always.
I was like,
It always costs you money in the end. You
I didn't like
never
this,
make money
man.
for that shit.
What's up with that? And they're like, no. We're giving you product. I was like, oh, where's my money, dude? They're like, you're not selling. I'm like, but I'm selling, bro. They're like, you should sell more. I was like, This is scummy. I'm leaving. But then 2 years later, I start doing comedy. Bro, I meet 3 guys that all end up talking about this same MLM. And then one dude was talking about, he's like, oh, I'm back in town. Freaking old pyramid office. I was like, do you know this one guy? He's like, you know that guy? I was like, yeah, he was like my level 2 by the time I was there. He's like, holy shit, he was my level 4 when I was there. I was like, motherfucker, you worked there too. He's like, yeah, it was fun for like a month. I was like, me too.
You made it up levels.
No, you start as a level 5 is what I'm like.
So the
Simplifying
bigger
it
the
to.
number, the lower.
The smaller, yeah.
Okay, so the smaller the number, the better you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could become a CEO really fast. I was like, oh, within 9 months, I could have my own place and call myself a CEO. I can do that, but I think I'd rather go do something else where I make money. So I went to the sleep
comedy.
Now here,
comedy.
yeah.
So what are you in the whole comedy wise? That's right. We
Painful. No. Honestly, I'm in the black comedy wise. So that's pretty nice.
There you go.
That's pretty nice.
There you go.
But I'm in the red and a lot of other stuff. That's the problem. So we don't talk about those other things. Not yet. We haven't started drinking other things.
Oh man. So comedy in Seattle, how was that? Is that where you started?
Yeah. That's where that was my first mic. I think that was Club Comedy.
Okay.
Capitol Hill, Seattle. So I think that was more so College Town. And
I'm not familiar with too much out there. I mean, I know the big cities, Seattle, Portland.
I mean, Seattle's sort of like Detroit. It's more of the metro. And like Seattle proper is pretty small.
Okay.
And so it's like downtown Seattle, and then like northeast is Capitol Hill.
Okay.
And so that was pretty nice, but it was pretty tricky to get on. You had to either pre-sign up or get a lotto ticket, and they just pulled that bucket, and there was like 3 spots.
Oh.
So I tried to go out several times, but I was like, I haven't even done a single mic. I'm not gonna try to go to another spot. I'm gonna try to get this spot first.
So you had your sights set on it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get this guy, these guys right here, and then I'm gonna start doing other shit. When I do like 3-6 sets, I'll say I'm a comedian and then start doing other spots. And so I did 2. I was like, I'm gonna go do another spot. You guys are lame. You guys don't get my Marvel references. And so I went to the Underground, the Comedy Underground Seattle.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. I got up there twice, and I crushed the second time. I was like, sweet guys. I'm gonna start doing other shit. Let's go to Tacoma, guys. but then
show on the road.
COVID hit. I was like, shit, I just started 2 months ago. What the fuck? So I was like, fuck. I think I'm done. But then I was like, I think I want to keep doing it. So I was ready for that
You did
vaccine.
the hard part. You did the hard part.
I took the vaccine, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When they execute,
No judgy.
as soon as they execute Order 66, man, like, I'm sorry, but I wanted to come make funnies. Maybe that's why I'm stunted in comedy. They're like, he can't be too funny. Like, once he gets too funny, that's when you know it's a problem. Pero, yeah, dude, fucking try to get out there as soon as I could. It was also because I had my kid. I'm like, all right, there's not much I can do after so much in the day. Like,
So you had a kid out in Seattle?
yes, he's a Washington baby.
He's a Washington baby.
Now we're gonna have a Michigan baby.
Oh boy.
Little cross country family. Comedy came back and started back in, again, Capitol Hill. I think it was on Broadway, Seattle, and that was the Jai Tai, and that was pretty nice. It was.
That was a club or
No,
like a theater or
sort of a club. It was a restaurant. It was a
Okay.
restaurant with a big back room that they turned into a stage. Had 2 dragons on the walls. Dude, it was pretty cool. Dude, like in wall seating, it was nice, and it was the hangout of Seattle, the Seattle hangout. Like
All
everyone
the
usually showed up here, and it was the spot that you could kill, and like I did like 3-4 times, but like out of 80, 90 times I went out. But it was, dude, this is what I think Detroit also needs. Because, yeah, like the Indies got Thursday through Saturday. But, like, this place was Tuesday and Thursday. So it's like, okay, we're going to show up Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to be like, what's up?
Right.
What do we do? What did we do this week? So that was pretty cool. Haven't seen too much of that out here. Like, yeah, okay, maybe talking too much, but yeah, that was a cool thing. And then, I mean, is Tony V like popular? Like, what's that all about?
I don't know who that is.
Because I've seen Tony V like here and in Seattle, and so like the Tony V Lounge in Everett, North Seattle area. Like I was nearby that. That was a neat spot. Pretty rough. Kind of like
Kind of rough.
it could be kind of rough, you know, just one of those downtown spots where not a lot of people show up, so it's kind of mostly comics.
Gotcha.
So like when you do get a crowd, it's like pretty tough because they're also here for sports or the pool table. It's like, oh, I love it here, but I hate it here.
This guy's making me laugh while I'm trying to make my shot on the pool table.
Yeah.
Then Detroit.
It came out to Detroit?
Then the move to Detroit.
Dude.
Detroit adjacent.
Yeah. Yeah, Detroit Metro to be Pacific with you guys.
Pacific.
Because now I did lots of spots out here. Pretty nice. Especially out by where I'm at, like at the cross of 2 interstates.
Yeah.
Well, I got New Way and Punchline if I really wanted to, and I got Crasher Pub down to, what's it called? Woodbridge.
Dog's getting a drink. Thirsty. Yeah, where I'm at here, we get, what is that? Shout out Darren Lewis does Grizzlies.
Grizzlies is
on
cool.
Sunday nights. Everything else is about 45 minutes to an hour for me for everything. I do a lot of Dave Crumbly stuff down with him in Toledo throughout the week. And then it's out to Ipsy, for Lisa Green's room or, but everything's pretty much an hour.
Yeah. Nothing nearby.
Nothing nearby.
Nah. No, I mean, like, kind of got you guys a little farther out than where we're at. We're like, again, 2 interstates right off of the main road too.
Right.
So I was like, ooh, kind of a good spot. That was. I didn't even mean that to happen. I was like, oh, hello.
Oh man. So what do you think of that joint?
I mean, that
Punched
thing.
me in the face.
I'm like trying to remember how we ended up like talking some things. I was like, oh shit, we were talking originally about podcasts.
Right. Yeah. We. This was down the rabbit hole. This was fun.
Cause
I think we really veered off track. Weren't we on Captain America?
Captain America. And then I started talking about Marvel. And then we just started talking about Marvel. Captain America. You're going to go watch it?
That is the intention, to consume it this weekend. I've done a pretty successful job of staying spoiler free. I know there's a post-credit scene. Not 100% on what it is. I have inklings, but still to see it visually played out will be interesting. But I'm also going into this very open-minded because of all the behind-the-scenes drama. The reshoots and the recasts and this film went through tremendous reshoots. There was a wrestler, I can't think of his name, was supposed to be in it, and they dropped him as Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad. We shot action sequence. So I'm staying open-minded, but we'll see. All I know is thank you, Anthony, for being introduced into the MCU and just drive this story forward. That's what I want. Let's tell you what's coming out. Let's ask this. So, we'll see.
I think that's why I'm thinking Rivals so hard. Because, it's pretty cool. Okay. Some Marvel Rivals here?
You can fire away. I'm not a gamer. I know service level. We talk at I'm like
Sorry.
But I really am not that big of a gamer. The Xbox, because I don't know the favorite frustrations are other
It's football. Gameplay is super simple, super repetitive, but there's some more because they're like, we can't just have a game that's just like random. It's like, oh, this is just a thing we're doing because it's ordained by the government or something. Like somebody's in their world where everybody's fights. Yeah, and they're like, story to yeah. So it turns out it's Doom. Doom comes to Doom, and Doom is all like, Doom! And Doom's all like, Doom. And so then there's a giant. They do conversions. Don't quote me on that. But they make a whole thing with. I don't know if I think some vibration. It is fragments of the time fabric that have broken off into dimension and mixed with vibranium to make a new level. And so, like, Wakanda has some kind of vibranium and they're doing fancy stuff, and so they became like a super hyper, like, galactic power at this point. And then, like, there's this. The other one with Yggdrasil, where I think Loki found some vibranium that mixed with the tree, the tree, and so he used that. He did with the tree, I want to say. Dude, this is so cool. It's so Marvel dropping Easter eggs for what they're trying to do. Yo, hold on. I haven't even brought that deep into it because I was just playing it. Like, I just brought up the lore 2 days ago. I was like, wait, what even is going on? What's going on? And so then there's the main universe, the main Marvel universe, has been taken over by Dracula and Doom. Doom has come to take over the world with Dracula and the Darkhold. And so Dracula has taken over New York. And so Reed from the future, I think, has come back to try to help because he's like...
Right, I just saw where the Thing and Johnny Storm became playable characters. Or are becoming playable characters.
I need them to come on. Because I've seen like 2-3 updates the last 3 weeks. I was like, oh my gosh, they're on. No, dude, the last update was just Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman's 60th anniversary wedding skins. I was like, I want to play Johnny Storm.
Flame on.
Because the first skin that Mr. Fantastic comes out with is the Maker, Mr. Fantastic.
Really,
dude?
The Maker.
It's good. The game's good.
And that was a theory for the movie that there's going to be a version of the Maker, Reed Richards, for either Doomsday or Secret Wars. So I don't know.
Oh.
I've seen enough breadcrumbs to believe that there will be a small council of Reeds in the movie.
Okay.
Doomsday, for sure.
Did you get into the comics ever?
So I'm a visual guy. I don't like to read things. I like to just look at the pictures. So I'm a picture book guy. So I never really got too deep into comic books. I had a few, but mostly I was like the animated series on TV.
Yeah.
Shows like that, movies. That's where I kind of got a lot of
Okay.
knowledge of things.
Okay. Let me shout out one of my YouTubers. Kind of podcasty, kind of book reader. More of explainer. Comic explains it. If you wanna catch up on some stories,
Yes,
good. And again, because Marvel Rivals came out, I was like, hey boo, what happened with Hulk? Dude, have you heard the whole Titan Hulk story?
No.
Dude. It's sort of kind of remnants.
Is this in the game?
No, this is a comic story.
Yeah.
And
I just try to stick to the main comic arcs. If there's like subs, like I don't follow like Hulk series or things like that, like big events like Time Runs Out or Hitman's Secret Wars,
right. The big ones.
The big ones, right?
Okay. The in-universe stories. I think the latest story is some One Above All shenanigans, and so Hulk turns into the Titan Hulk, dude, and he becomes a 30-foot tall kaiju, basically.
Ooh.
And I was like, this sounds like what's happening in Marvel Rivals, but not exactly. What's that all about?
So, did you not watch what the Disney Plus series?
Yeah, I watched
the third season came out. Yeah, the third and final season came out this past Christmas, and there was a kaiju episode. I believe it was the premiere episode, and basically what it was the Gamma Wars.
Gamma Wars, dude. I think that's basically it too.
Banner, tried to zap himself and overload himself, and it basically made it split him, and it separated an alpha Hulk, and it became this huge kaiju that could reproduce itself.
This is some different what if. Maybe? No, because I don't think it was Gamma Wars. But it was some similar shit. No. Like, Bruce Banner does some magic shit and separates his minds. So it's Hulk, Banner. But
Mystery.
mystery, because so then he has like this ship, spaceship-esque looking thing in the mind of the Hulk. Because outside in the physical world, he's just a Hulk now. But in the mindscape, the magical mindscape, he's got the Hulk put in a little simulation situation, and he can kick it up to 10, you know. So he can basically change how strong the Hulk in the real world is. So he's basically controlling the Hulk. So that's as far as I'm saying, but it gets interesting. Because then he gets into some stuff like what I thought you were gonna get into. There's like this alternate dimension of Hulks, and then an alternate universe of Hulks. That gets pretty cool. All I'll say, God Hulk. I think you should be Titan Hulk story for God Hulk.
I may have to hit up Comic Explained.
Because like I said, the Hulk lore in Marvel Rivals is somewhat similar, somewhat different. Bruce Banner is trying to find a way to control the Hulk in a similar way. He's got a belt and some sort of like helmet, I think, and so he can like turn at will. But like because he can overload, the Hulk can get bigger.
So is this a story mode driven game that you play, or is it more of like a co-opted or just individual free for all? You're all trying to achieve the same thing, but find each other along the way, or how's this game work? Like, what's the concept? Like, what would be a comparable game? Like, I play Call of Duty.
Sort of Call of Duty, but it's always close to the Fortnite in the sort of repetitiveness approach. But there's three modes, I would say. There's arcade, normal, and competitive. And so competitive is basically, you can basically play either of those. And there's like two modes in each. So you can either push an objective to the enemy position, enemy goal, or defend the enemy from pushing to the goal. And there's King of the Hill, basically. Take objective and keep it without enemy taking it, because they can take it. And so that might be a 2 out of 3 thing. So that's a cool thing. Some are 2 out of 3, some are.
So would arcade just be like you versus?
There are like you can fight at the Sanctum Sanctorum. That's a free for all. Because the thing about like normal games, the 6v6 is what I would consider normal. Is you can't duplicate characters. So you can have mirroring matches. So like your team has a Moon Knight and the other team has a Moon Knight. Okay. Well, you can't have two Knights. Nice.
What about the multiverse? There could be 2 Moon Knights.
Turns out this is all being held together and separate and judged by Galactica.
Galactus.
No, Galactus's daughter.
No.
That's the judge and orchestrator around the game. She's the.
I feel like there may be some Marvel breadcrumbs being sprinkled here. We'll have to see. Check out the movie this weekend. What else is on your agenda? You got a show tonight, right?
I do. At 8 o'clock. What's the name of the place? It's in Detroit. It's a Dirty Show. Dirty Show, I think it is. Check it out.
313. Is that the shipping?
Maybe.
The travel shipping company?
Spice. I mentioned it earlier. I lost my phone. Oh, man. But Jamie. Oh shit! No,
That guy can't take a day off. Joe Rogan's fucking world will fall apart. Oh god. Take one day off and he'll fall.
Can I have that light? I think I can take that light version. Yeah, dude. Marvel's getting spicy because the cool thing is the fact that Marvel's letting Marvel writers do all this stuff, you know, like another Marvel licensed thing. So it's like, ooh.
Yeah, with Kevin Feige now over pretty much like quite certainly like over 100%. He's got complete control over Marvel. Comics, like they all work together. So hopefully there'll be. Plus, I mean, just look at the way the movies have been done lately. We're getting so much comic accurate. Yes. Comic accurate shit. Judge all you want, but these are comic accurate shit, and it looks good. My only problem with it. Sorry.
We have the Gambit movie out now?
No, Gambit was
We were just
in Deadpool.
yeah.
In X-Men '97, great character. If you haven't watched, you need to start sailing 7 seasons and catch up on the Disney Plus stuff.
I need to because that came out and I was like, I'll watch that when baby is asleep. I'll watch that when baby is asleep. And I just kept thinking, started watching anime instead of comic book shows. Yo.
And I just can't get into it. I've tried, I've dabbled, it's a genre. To the animation style, it just isn't for me. Closest thing I get is Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
That's probably
American.
Closest anime
Closest anime.
security systems someone's walking by. So we want to wrap her up? We wait till we're over knowledge and this and then we bring up the good stuff. It's sitting on my platter for tomorrow. Everything that's dropped so far for season 3. That's on the agenda for the big thing.
Okay, so you haven't. Okay, I think. Have you? No, you haven't read the books. We're like a third of the way.
Yeah, I don't read.
But like my problem is finding a show and being like, oh, there's a comic, there's manga. So as far as I know it, physically, we're like a third of the way through this show, and it's so nice because
Yeah, I haven't even started season 3, so there's probably what 4 episodes out now? Yeah, they dropped the first 3 together, and then this week should have been the new one. So yeah, about 4 episodes. So yeah, I got some watching to do tomorrow.
Episode 4. Episode 4. We're finally starting to cook. Like the first 3 episodes. All right.
Makes sense. They drop them together, and they either going to be slow burners. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, this I'm like, hey,
That's
some gas.
That's
Don't play rock now.
I'll be honest, it's been harder to stay out of the Invincible bubble than it has been to stay out of the Marvel bubble. I feel like I've seen clips and little pictures of things that are happening, like a new colored suit, Cecil.
Oh, you're getting. Wait, sorry, on the TikTok? On the reels?
I'm on the socials.
Yeah. The memes are
Fire.
They are so tasty. They're so tasty. Well, honestly, like even knowing the comics, like this is what I was waiting for.
Oh man, I'm just old, man. I'm not fast enough to get that shit out, man. I think about it, and it's like, it's just like the internet do the internet, man. It's always amusing.
Because from what you know from the season 2, who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
Obviously, cool character. I like Seth Rogen's character.
Alan. He's the best.
Yeah. Probably that's about it. Yeah. Everybody else is just kind of there. What was it? What's the other group, the other superhero group, the seven, Cecil.
Oh, Cecil's team.
Cecil's team, what's their code name?
Guardians of the Planet.
Oh yeah, the Guardians or whatever. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's not really too many likable characters. They are all such broken, just dysfunctional people, and yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with how they end with that at season 2 with the only those things.
Yeah. That was fun.
It says you brought up baseball album, The Boys.
The Boys.
Are you watching The Boys?
I haven't watched anything.
Yeah. Great show. And there's a spin-off that's even good.
Spin-off of
It's called Gen V. It's a special group of high school students that are superpowered at the same time. And it's happening in the universe with the boys, and it actually is possible for characters. So, Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime. That's another Seth Rogen project.
Yeah. Very familiar. I'll see
Yeah, it only gets dirtier. Nastier. Yeah, there you go. All out.
That was my thing. I'm like, oh, that's live action. Whoa.
Did you read comics?
No, I never. I didn't get to it. I was like, another evil Superman storyline, I think. I'm trying to play from soft games. I have that right now.
Yeah, even, as far as comics to shows, like, I never really picked up The Walking Dead. Love the show. Oh, man. I watched all the episodes of all the shows. Maybe cried a few times.
I mean,
yeah, it is. But yeah, just never picked up the comic thing. Even now, like, books I take in through like Audible.
yeah.
I don't flip a fucking page, man. I sit on a forklift all day just driving around, and I can consume. If I'm in rhythm, listening to a book, I can consume 2 books a month. Put down the podcast and get a book. Change the app. That's about it.
Oh, dude, I became a judge. And after going through podcasts and music, I'm like, how about books? Ooh, I mean, it's like freaking 2 weeks of a book. It's a thick one.
They don't split the book into 2 parts like they do the movies.
No. Shrining's cool. I'm gonna read all the movie books.
Yeah, there's way too many books. We do 2 hours a movie. 4 hours a movie gets kids, but whatever.
I mean, 8 hours. 8 hours for The Shining. Because that's. I also compare it to video games right now too. Because video games right now are kind of movies. Like some of the big popular games are kind of just movies.
Yeah, long form stories.
Yeah. Interactive stories.
Right.
And so, but it's like you have one destiny. And so like some of these are like 14, 30-hour stories. It's like it being 60. I was like, oh, this is like a long game.
Right.
This might be a short game. And so, especially listening to some podcasts, it's like, that's 8 podcasts. I'll listen to The Shining. So, oh man, I see. As a little book listener.
Depends on who's reading the book too. That is very important. I've checked out a few books just because of pace and tone of voice.
Have you ever listened or read H.P. Lovecraft?
No.
Yo.
I thought you were going to say R.K. Jr.
Well, talk about dense reading. Like the listening itself. Oh, what? I don't even know if this is racist or the racist remarks about this because I don't even know what the fuck you just said. You just spoke paragraphs. What? What? It's crazy, dude. But reading is what you listen to.
Let's see. A lot of it is comedians, actors. A lot of their like biographies or just like stories of their past. You know, I listened to comedy drama by Bob Odenkirk. It was really good. Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, stuff like that. I listened to a lot of Anthony Bourdain. Bourdain is Anthony Bourdain is just a masterful storyteller, I feel like, and just his openness and just wanting to experience things. And that's kind of, I draw a lot from that. I just want to do the thing, experience it. Kevin Smith, and listen to his book. Matthew Perry was a tough listen, especially because I just finished the book shortly before it as well. Matthew McConaughey really likes good stories. He's another one that I could listen to tell a story for a long time. Just that voice. He's a really good narrator of story. So that's where I've been. Listening to a John Taffer book when I went into cooking and being in the kitchen. I was trying to, hype myself up, not have him come in and kick my ass as he showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to read more probably. But
I'm totally with you there.
maybe some self-help books.
Fair. So, okay, read some fictional. I'm trying
to escape this reality.
Honestly, big shout out to Escaping Reality. We need to. We need to make entertainment great. No, but let's just make goofy stuff, man. Goofy fun stuff.
Goofy fun stuff. One of the things that I've said a lot lately, and I don't remember because I smoked partly, but I don't know where I heard it, but I heard someone once say, I can quit comedy, but I can't quit movies. And I found that to be, in any room that I'm in with comedians, it's always the case. You know, always being silly, goofy, just doing the thing, and it's awesome.
It's the misfit table at school.
It is. Like last night, I did a show at the Rex Theater down in Lindsay. Yeah. For Randy Lee. That was a great show. You may have looked like the table of 9 that hadn't sat there sings about in Wedding Singer. But it was a great time, you know. And, you know, for the 30, 35, 40 people that were there, it was a blast. So, you know, comedy's comedy, man.
Dude, it's fun.
It is.
Fun. You're gonna do anything?
Next Friday, the 21st, I'll be at the Cricket for Dan Luch putting on monthly showcase there. Show starts today.
Oh, yeah.
That's out in Battle Creek.
Battle
Creek. The series.
Watch out, motherfuckers. He's coming for you. Alright, man. Fucking.
That's it.
Call it, dude.